Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Alexandria Ikomoni.
And I'm Redrick Terry. Thanks for sticking with us for Fox 18 News at 8.
Only a fraction of the 16 million Americans who served in World War II are still alive. And today, many will participate in events honoring the 75th anniversary of D-Day.
Yeah, they'll be honoring both at home and abroad. Lauren Blanchard is in France with the day's events.
Thousands from the U.S. and Europe making their way to the beaches of Normandy to mark 75 years since the D-Day invasion. Day 2 for President Trump honoring the brave men who stormed the 5 beaches of Normandy June 6, 1944. World leaders, veterans, and civilians gathering to commemorate the sacrifices made to end Nazi control around Europe. Today's tributes taking place in each country's military cemetery, beginning at a new British memorial. Prime Minister Theresa May joining French President Emmanuel Macron. Then on to the French-American commemoration ceremony with President Macron, his wife, and President Trump and Mrs. Trump in the American cemetery. It's overlooking Omaha Beach, which lies just beyond the final resting place for almost 9,400 American troops who died in Europe, each headstone facing home toward the U.S.
I think it's going to be an incredible, special day in a very special and very important place.
Both leaders delivering remarks before a 21-gun salute and a wreath-laying ceremony. It was 75 years ago today, more than 150,000 Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy in the largest military assault in history. Over 4,000 lost their lives in the invasion, more than half of those American fighters. But the attack changed the course of World War II, ultimately pushing the Nazis out of occupied Europe.
Someone had to stand up and say, hey, I'll put my life on the line for that.
According to Veterans Affairs, of the 16 million Americans who served in World War II, nearly 500,000 are still alive today. In Normandy, France, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
Yeah, very important to pay tribute to those still with us and those who have left us as well. Well, some questions are still unanswered after police say a Bettendorf High School student got out of control yesterday afternoon. Bettendorf police tell us an employee saw a student damaging school property at the end of the day. They say the student got combative when a resource officer and staff approached the student. The resource officer subdued the student, who was then taken to the hospital for observation.
Illinois Representative Cheri Bustos calls the recent approval of the state's infrastructure package a win for the Quad Cities. Now, she worked with the governor to include an Amtrak route that would have round trips to Chicago and back to the QC. Bustos says the public transit is a long time coming.
This is about the economy, it's about commerce, and it's about vacations, all of that, being able to go back and forth. For anybody who's driven to Chicago anytime recently, you know that there is gridlock on the highways.
And that sounds about right, and Bustos believes the route will let more people visit the Quad Cities.
Clinton's Municipal Airport will be getting help rebuilding some of its runways. It's getting more than $160,000. That money will come from the Department of Transportation. It'll be used to reconstruct 250 feet. Airport authorities say the current pavement reached the end of its useful life. A workout class in Davenport is empowering people living with Down syndrome.
The Friends Fun and Fitness program gives teens and young adults with the condition a chance to explore CrossFit. Now, Gigi's Playhouse and CrossFit OC3 are collaborating again and are holding a class this evening. Fox 18's Andrea Medina joined us live in Davenport. Good morning, Andrea. How long has the class been available?
Good morning, guys. It's going strong for a second summer, and here with me now is Colin. He is the gym owner out here. Now, Colin, being fit is overall important for a lot of people, not just, for a certain group of people, but for everyone. And so that's also including the Down syndrome community. Talk to me about that.
Well, that's part of the reason why we started, is that we believe CrossFit is for anybody, and if you come and watch one of these classes, you will understand why it is for anybody. Anyone can do it, any person can do it, pretty much at any age, but for the most part, that was our main goal, was showing that everybody can do it, and to get some of these young men and women moving was what we wanted to do.
Absolutely, making it inclusive for everyone. So tell me a little bit about what you have going on here.
Typical workout. We're looking at, this is actually what they're going to do later. Don't tell Michael over there, but this is what they're going to do later. 3 rounds, 1 minute at each station, rolling for calories, ball slams, box jump, and then everybody's favorite burpees.
Oh boy, burpees. You said it's a favorite. Yeah, I don't know about that. Now, just this experience alone, I mean, what have you learned about it, and what is it that you enjoyed about just being able to connect with these people?
I would say seeing the smiling faces they have when they show up every single day and they are prepared to do whatever it is I write on the board. So that's probably the most fun I get out of it, the most enjoyment I get out of it.
Absolutely. So let's head over with Michael over here. Hey, Michael, how are you doing?
Good.
Yeah. All right. So do you see that board over there? Are you ready? Are you excited to do that later today?
Yes. Yeah, I do it tonight.
Yeah, tonight. So what is your favorite workout on that board?
We are like rowing calories.
Rowing for calories. That's tough. What is it? So tell me, what is it about that you just enjoy about CrossFit?
It's the look out and stay fit.
Yeah. And have you been enjoying your time out here?
Yes, we've been doing it over in a year now.
Oh, yeah. So he's a veteran. He's coming back. He came back for a second year, and he's going to be here later on tonight at the series. So that's going to kick off at 5:30. And again, the gym is a place for people to just kind of release some stress, have some fun, and be a little bit healthier. And, of course, here at CrossFit OC3, they want to make that inclusive for everyone. Roderick, Alexandria, back to you guys.
Andrea, thank you so much. I love that. It's going to be a great time for them. And we're talking about burpees being everybody's favorite.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, that's nobody's favorite. But it's great that they're getting the chance to do that.
And they'll be fit after that for sure.
Oh, yes, they will.
All right. Well, do you remember the days where you took out a map just to go somewhere?
No.
Well, one poll study questioned 1,000 millennials and 1,000 middle-aged adults about it. Only 18% of millennials said they felt confident in reading a traditional paper map, and 1 in 7 millennials say they've never even done it. 44% of the older adults say the traditional map is a piece of cake. Most millennials said they rely on their phone for their maps, and I won't lie, I'm one of those people. I never, ever had to use a paper map to get somewhere, and I don't think I can.
A little confession, when I was younger, I used to love the big atlas books that used to come out. So I used to actually read maps a lot.
That's good.
Not anymore, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so easy with the phone. You just pull it out, use the maps, and not only does it show you where to go, it tells you, literally tells you where to go. So why would you do it any other way? It's just so easy.
It makes it a lot easier. I do remember days where we print out MapQuest.
Oh,
and then that's how I can do that for sure. Oh, wow. Just taking a trip down memory lane, Zane. I think you actually can use an actual map to get around.
Yeah, I can use an actual map. Yeah, yeah.
You're legit.
It's a skill. Back in the days to MapQuest, such a long time ago, wasn't it?
That is back in the day. I'm old.
Exactly.
All right, yeah, outside, don't need a map to figure out that there's a few clouds out there right now overhead. Not fully cloudy, not overcast, but just enough to kind of make things so you can't see too much sunshine there. There has been a little bit of some haze and some thin fog, or see some patchy fog across the area at times, especially the further north and east you go of the Quad Cities. Shouldn't have to worry about too much of that later on today. Just a few clouds overhead on the satellite radar picture. Otherwise, temperatures, they're in the 70s now, 72 degrees here in the Quad Cities. Later on today, we'll be working our way into the 80s this afternoon. Just a few slight shower chances, and then we should be pretty much dry later on tonight, guys.
Thanks. Yeah, we're looking forward to that great weather. Nice and calmly comfortable.
Yes, I think today might be a trip to Whitey's kind of day.
That's a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. All right, coming up, 2 to Love.
How you can make these adorable kittens a part of your family. The time now is 8:10. You're watching Fox 18 News at 8.
Fox 18 News is live at 8 with Redrick Terry, Alexandria Ikomoni, and meteorologist Ash Simpson. You're watching Fox 18 News at 8 in high definition.